Well, you said you hope he'll go, but then you said Boris will be going. So do you know, will he be going?
No, I can't speak for him, but I will very much. I can speak for myself, because I just explained why I think it'd be absolutely brilliant. And just take the Amazon, for example. We know there'll be a new Brazilian president. What is number one problem? Really, it's the continued destruction of the Amazon. I wrote a piece in the New Scientist, would you believe it, in 1970 about the destruction of the Amazon. That is going on apace. And whoever it is, whether it's Mr. Bolsonaro or whether it's Mr. Lula da Silva, they need to say, appeal to the world, and we need to appeal to them.
Do you think it's important that, because obviously Rishi Sunak said he's not going to Cop27.
Well, we don't know that for sure, do we?
It seems like he's not going to go. He's sending Alex.
I still hope he will.
Well, but he said he's sending somebody else, and he may be doing some other meeting. And then, of course, the King Charles isn't going either. Do you think that King Charles should go? I mean,
I've got to say, he has been absolutely brilliant. If I go back to, I think I mentioned Paris in December 2015, his presence there was absolutely crucial. What he said in Glasgow last year, crucial. And look, it is far above my pay grade to say who should go where. But that said, all I can say is his continued interest, as witnessed, for example, by the meeting held in Buckingham Palace yesterday, is absolutely vital.
Yeah, I actually, even though I think King Charles should butt out of certain things, I actually think that the climate, what they're calling an emergency, I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think that things to do with the climate that are global, I don't think that's necessarily political. I think that's something that he should really be doing, and politics we should actually not worry about politics.
Well, there's quite an interesting point here, which you've just raised.
Yeah.
King Charles is, of course, king of the United Kingdom and its constituents. He's also king of Scotland, but he's king of, as far as I remember, 12 or 13 other countries, and I do wonder whether those countries might quite like King Charles, their king, to be in Sharm el-Sheikh.
Now, do you think? Are you disappointed that Boris didn't run again?
Well, I don't talk about family matters
but you can say that
on television. I'm not talking about family matters here. We are where we are on this one. We've got a fine, upstanding Prime Minister who has taken on a difficult hand, and he's driving it forward. As long as he ditches Rees-Mogg, he'll have my vote.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I'll be honest. I wanted Boris to run again, but obviously he didn't. Do you think he'll come back though? Will he come back later? Maybe.
Again, I'm absolutely not speculating. Not in there, of course, it's worth a try, but definitely not speculating.
But you think, but Rishi Sunak, he seems to have his hand on the tether. Seems to have a good handle on the economy and things. Do you feel confident going forward?
Yes, I do. I promise you, I do feel confident. I certainly don't want to make it seem as though I've been negative. I think basically what happened, it was his very first day of office, this Rees-Mogg thing came in. Do you see what I mean? I think he must have been taken completely by surprise. So my thoughts are with him, my prayers are with him, and my expectations are with him, but I've just got my fingers crossed.